Hello, everyone. My name is Holly Hartman, and I am the CMO of the WOW Network, where we put the WOW in women. We are the fastest growing women's networking group in the Louisville area, and we have one of our members here today, Julie Waldrop, that's going to be talking to us about how to swap it like a pro, and we're going to be talking about luxury consignment today. So I cannot wait to get into this topic and really hear from one of the experts on how we can make this work for us. But first, Julie, would you mind introducing yourself and let us know a little bit about you and all your businesses?
Yes, of course. Well, I'm so excited to be here. So, Holly, thank you for having me on. So, my name is Julie Waldrop, and I live in Crestwood, Kentucky. So, I'm not too far from Louisville. We've been out here for 26 years, almost 27 years, very embedded in the community. I have a husband who's a general contractor. My daughter graduated from Morehead State last year. And then I have a 6'3", 320-pound varsity senior football player that goes to South High School. So we are a football family. I am a golden retriever mom. If some of you know me that are on here, you guys know I've been with Radiant & Fields, which is a skincare company. I've been doing that for the past 14 years and was very excited when this landed in my lap because it's the perfect collaboration of skincare and luxury skincare and luxury items.
I love that. So that's a great segue into the other thing that we're going to talk about is called the RealReal. Yes. And it's a luxury consignment brand. Do you mind telling us a little bit more about the RealReal?
I sure can. And, it's funny, this landed in my lap a couple of months ago. There was nobody in Kentucky that was actually a local luxury sales rep. So I am the Kentucky local Kentucky luxury sales rep for the RealReal. And what I love about it is our mission at the RealReal is to empower consignors and buyers, really to extend the life cycle of luxury goods in a way that honors luxury brands. So how it works, so we're the leader in luxury consignment. We have over 30 million members worldwide, which is crazy. So we do sell worldwide. We do all the work. So you can sit back, relax, and remain anonymous while selling your luxury items.
I love that. So, when someone might think luxury, they might have different ideas of what that is. So what all do you all sell on it? And is it just a website where they find the items?
It is. So it is a website, so the realreal.com. And, we have a national team of luxury account managers. And what we do is, as an LSA or luxury account managers, we do in-home consultations with people that are interested in consigning with us. So at no obligation, of course. But I assist clients in curating luxury pieces from their own closets that would be coveted items to sell on our site. So a good example is if you have a Louis Vuitton bag sitting there and it's just collecting dust and it needs a new home, or if you have, I had a pair. So a good example is I actually consigned a few of my things before I became a consultant with the RealReal. And I did like a pair of Tory Burch sunglasses. I had a Tory Burch tote. I had a Louis Vuitton cuff bracelet. So we don't just do, Louis Vuitton, Hermes, Kate Spade, Michael Kors. So it goes anywhere from your really, really elite down to, your Michael Kors bag that you bought at Macy's last week. So we do have a whole list I can put on here also of everything that we consign. We also consign jewelry, watches, men's shoes. Men's sneakers are really big. So if your husband has something in his closet, or you might have a pair of sneakers, those are really big right now. But really think about those luxury pieces that you have. I love the idea of this clothing swap. So when Holly introduced this, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to reach out to her. And but the thing is you might not want to swap your Kate Spade purse. So let's give it new life is what we're doing with that. So once someone agrees to consign with us, so what I would do is I take a picture of it. You would sign a contract. I send all those items to our e-commerce center where they're authenticated, they're photographed, and they're priced for consignment. And I love the way we do that because we use data analysis. It's kind of like an algorithm. You know how Facebook has an algorithm? Well, they use data analysis with an algorithm to price your items. It goes live on our site. It's available for sale. And our site is so robust that most items sell within 30 days.
Wonderful. So how does that work as far as you getting paid, the client getting paid once they consign the item? Can you walk me through that portion?
Yes, so we pay out our consignors as quickly as possible. So we'll issue a direct deposit commission payments the month following the sale. So in my example, I consigned a few things in April, and then in May 15th, there was a $250 check sitting in my account, which I thought was so cool. And if someone loves to shop our site, then they have the option of earning an extra 5% if they take their commissions in site credit. So you can do site credit. And then we also have promotions all the time. So this month, if you take and you consign something and you're a first-time consignor, you're going to get a $100 credit to go shop on the RealReal site.
Wow. Well, that's pretty tremendous.
Mm-hmm.
So I know when we're not doing the swap, and so by the way, if you're not familiar with our swap, on Saturday, July 29th, the very last Saturday of the month, in Louisville at No Ray Bar Karaoke in Nulu, we will be hosting a massive women's clothing swap. But Julie is going to have her own private room where you can consign, and we actually have slots open. So you can both come and do the swap and also consign at the same time. So just know that you can but if you can't make the event, you can reach out to Julie and schedule another appointment, and she'll be able to come out to you as well.
Yes, and not only that, but we're going to make the WOW Network an affiliate. And so every piece that you bring in, we give $5 back. So that's pretty cool too. So we're going to actually give money back to the WOW Network to donate to charity, to do whatever they want with it. So, so we will do that for you guys also.
We appreciate that. And then you also have another special, if you don't, while we're kind of talking about the swap. So if somebody consigns, what else do you have up your sleeve?
Well, because my first love is skincare, and because I've been with Rodan & Field. So just to let you guys know, this is my 14-year road anniversary that I've been with Rodan & Field. So I was one of the very first consultants here in the Louisville market. So the business has been a blessing to our family. I have teams all over the world. It's been so fun. And I'm still doing that full time. So it's a perfect collaboration. So I thought, well, how fun would it be if you consign that day? I'm going to put you into a drawing for our #1 bestseller is Lash Boost. So you can have longer, fuller looking lashes by the fall.
Oh, I love that. That's fantastic. So, okay, you're relatively new as a rep with RealReal, but I know you just gotten some launch parties. You've gotten to get your hands in it. What do you love most about it?
Oh my gosh. Well, so one thing I love about this is my background is consignment. I had one of the very first eBay drop-off stores in the US way back in 2000. It was before Jake was born. So it was 2004. I had that for a couple of years. I sold over 30,000 items within those couple of years, about 4 years. But I consigned everything. But one of my very favorite things to do was to consign the high-end luxury. And I thought, if I ever see another Precious Moments or Beanie Babies or Etch Glass, which is still fine for people to sell it. But my favorite part was, what do you have sitting in your closet that we can consign? Because that was the fun part for me. And so all of a sudden this landed in my lap, and I was like, oh my gosh, I get to do this again. So that makes me happy, is going to somebody's house and really being able to give their favorite purse, or a purse they've had, or a purse maybe their mom owned, and it's sustainable. Like, we can take that life cycle of that bag and extend it over and over and over. And I always tell people, I'm like, that bag that's sitting in your closet that you're not using, whoever purchases it is going to love it as much as you did.
Love that. Now, I noticed you talk a lot about accessories and shoes and things like that. Can you do clothing as well, or is it primarily accessories?
Yes. So we also do, I have a list that I will put on here, but we accept hundreds of luxury brands in a variety of categories. So men and women's clothing, shoes, handbags, accessory, fine jewelry. I had a lady the other day that came in to consign some clothing with me last week. And I had on a bracelet. It was a Yerman. And she's like, I have a Yerman necklace. I'm like, we need to consign that. She goes, it's just sitting in my drawer. So like fine jewelry, watches, and we even do home decor. So if you have a really pretty art piece that maybe you're no longer using, some baccarat crystal, Tiffany glasses, we do all of that too. So
Wow.
I will make sure that you guys get our designer list. You can just pull it up, click in, if you go in your closet and you've got a dress that has Versace in it, which most of us don't, but if you do, you can look that up on the list and see if that's something that we sell.
I love that. I think that's really helpful. I know I'm personally, part of the reason why I did the swap or helped plan this swap is because I've got so many clothes that I need to get rid of because I've changed sizes. So sometimes that happens where even if it's our favorite thing, we may not even fit it anymore. And the joy of seeing somebody else be able to use it and then like give it love and like, you're like, oh, I want to be able to give that. It's sitting in our closet getting all dusty is not doing the trick.
I cannot wait to gather my clothes and bring them because that's like my favorite part. I have some beautiful things. I don't fit in them anymore. So it's like, why am I holding on to them? They're gorgeous clothes. I'm going to come and help another woman feel good in these gorgeous pieces.
Absolutely. And at the end of this event of the clothing swap, we're going to be donating it to women's charity. So then we also give back even further. And, so this ripple effect that we're doing is going to be felt. And we have women empowerment speakers that are going to be speaking at the event. This is going to be an extravaganza. And I'm just so happy that you're a part of this, that RealReal is a part of this, and that people get an opportunity to swap, the regular brands that a lot of us wear often, and then those luxury brands that maybe we splurged on and it just doesn't fit our lifestyle today. So I am just really grateful for that opportunity. So before we head off today, are there any final things that you'd like to share? Anything that you want to inspire the watchers today?
You know what? So I'm learning more about the RealReal just because I'm new with them. But I love that when we're swapping clothing and doing this event, it's really about sustainability. And so together with our consignors, thus far, we have saved 3 billion liters of water, 69,997 metric tons of carbon. So roughly what 11.7 million trees absorb in a year. And one thing I love is James Rogers, who is our director of sustainability. He says the most sustainable garment is the one that already exists. This is a true power of the circular economy. By buying and selling pre-existing items, you avoid the emissions related to manufacturing, which account for 90% of the emissions of the fashion industry. So same thing with the RealReal, with the swap. It's such a beautiful collaboration because we're just recycling, and that life cycle of these clothing and shoes and accessories, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I talk a lot in my coaching about reclaiming, restory. It gets to have a new story. It gets to have a new life, and we get to share that with others, and that energy gets to pass forward. So I love all of that, and thank you for sharing all those statistics on sustainability because it's really important, especially this day and age. So, thank you for that.
The RealReal is really about sustainability and the life cycle. They're very huge on that. So.
I love that. Thank you. So how can they find you, Julie? If they can't come to our swap, which we'll put the link down below, how you can join our swap. If they can't come, how do they get in contact with you?
So you can find me on Facebook because that's where I live, is on Facebook. But so make sure to connect with me on there. But also just reach out. I can hand out my phone number, and then we can make an appointment. If you do have a couple of things, if you can't come on the 29th, I come to you. We have this fun little experience. We can consign a couple of your items. I make it so easy. You don't have to do any of the work. So feel free to reach out. I am on Facebook, LinkedIn. I know a lot of you are on LinkedIn also, and Instagram as the Skincare CEO on Instagram.
Perfect. Well, Julie, thank you so much for your time today, and thank you for collaborating with us.
Yes.
Also, as a reminder, we have questions. Yes, feel free to ask your questions. Love to give some advice before we go. Thank you. We'll wait for this question to come on. She says, I have a question and some advice. I love questions. They make me happy. Especially when it comes to fashion, sustainability, and how we can connect. While the question's coming up, I just want to remind you, if you sign up on the consignment for the event, there's actually scheduled appointments. So you want to sign up for the event first, and then go sign up for the Sign Up Genius link to make sure that you get your spot, and you'll get one of your favorite spots in time. You'll still be able to do the clothing swap and consign at the same time. And you will also be added into a drawing for the lash boost. Is that what it's called?
That's it. Yes.
Okay. Someone's asking, what kind of clothes do we need to have? So for the luxury side, we're going to put a link down below for all of the brands that Julie will accept for the luxury for the RealReal. But for the clothing swap, we only ask that you bring 10 items of clothing, and it can be any brand, any style, whatever works for you. And then you can take 10 plus more back with you. So a lot of people are bringing lots more than 10, but 10 is the minimum requirement. And it's $25 after our promo code. You can write it as swap it, and you'll be able to get that through the Eventbrite link. So if you have other questions, feel free to post them down below. We'll come back and answer them as well. But we'll go ahead and wrap up this live video. Thank you, everybody that was here today, asked the questions, and we cannot wait to see you on the 29th. Bye, everybody. Thank you.